So you want some basic movement for your character in C++, then you came to the right video. Okay, first of all, let's head right into it. Go to your Unreal Editor and go to your game section and press on a blank project, blueprint, and project name, call it whatever you like. I disable the starter content. Now you're probably gonna ask, the blueprint. Okay, just believe me, I'm gonna set it in C++. Okay guys, right now we're in the editor. If you can see, everything is done. Now what we're about to do is go to File, New Level, on Empty Level. Go to your window, ENV Light Mixer, create a skylight, atmospheric light, atmosphere, and create a height fog. Okay, then go to your place actor sections, go to your geometry, trace a simple box, and set up the location to the 000. Go to the scale 50, also the Y 50. There you have it. We have a basic place where our character can stay on. Now use a player start. There we have it. Set up everything to 000 and set up the Z to 200. There you go. Perfect. Now go to your content browser and we're gonna set up one more thing. We're gonna save the map. I call it map, Control S, or save all. Do whatever you like. Go to your project settings, go to the input. We're gonna set up 4 axis mappings, 1, 2, 3, 4. I call one move X, one is called move Y, one is called mouse X, and one is called mouse Y. Okay, everything is done. Now we're gonna set up one for each of them, so they have 2. Actually, delete one for the mouse X and one for the mouse Y. Go to the move X, go to the W and S, move Y, D and A, mouse X, search up mouse. That is not mouse. There you see it, mouse, and for the mouse Y, search up mouse, mouse Y, perfect. And set the scale at the mouse Y to -1, at the move Y the A -1, and the move X the S -1. And one more thing, we're gonna go to the action mapping and we're gonna set up a basic jump and add a spacebar. Perfect. Everything is set up right now for that. Now go to your tools, new C++ class, character underscore player, do whatever you like. I don't really care. Now it's gonna load. It's gonna take a while. I'll see you when it's fully loaded. Okay guys, so we're in the IDE right now. I use Writer as the IDE, and if you can see, we have a C++ file and a header file called class underscore player. Go to the class underscore player and go to the include section, and here you see the generated, and it's still loading actually, but who cares. And now I'm just gonna wait because it's, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna begin. Hashtag include game framework slash spring arm components .h, and also we're gonna include the camera slash camera components .h. There you have it. These are the 2. Yeah, we can put one line in here. Okay, so then you have this section in here in the header file. Just go to all the way under and go protected and enter, and now we're just gonna create some U properties. U property, there you go, of type edit anywhere, and there you go, it is loaded. So now I can make it faster. Class, and what class we're about to do, U spring arm components, and we gonna give it a name. I call it camera. Perfect. Now we're gonna make one more. U property, edit anywhere, of the class U camera components, and we call it a camera. Perfect. Now we're just gonna create 4 functions. How is a function defined? With void. There we go. Void move X float and a value. We're gonna call it the float. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste this 4 times. We're gonna see Y. We're gonna call it one mouse Y, move Y, I mean. One we're gonna call mouse X, and one we're gonna call mouse Y, if you could have guessed it. And now just select these, right click on them, show context actions, generate definition by declarations, and press on OK. And these 4 will show up in the C++ file. That looks very beautiful. Or you can make them manually, also possible. Now we have included everything in here. No need to do anything in here anymore in the header file. So head to the C++ file, go to the A class player. This is where we set up like the begin from very construct of the game. So gonna enter, and what we're gonna do is right now we're gonna set the camera boom equals create default sub object of the U spring arm component with another bracket, and we call it this text. In here we're gonna call it the camera boom. Wow, that looks really nice. And now we're just gonna make some pointers for it. There we have it. It's the arrow, so like the minus key and then that arrow. There you have it. Setup attachment, and we're gonna call it of the root component. Just gonna set 2 more things, and that will be the, oh never mind, this will be the camera boom, by the way, guys. There we go, camera boom. And then we also gonna add some things, and that will be the U spawn control rotation equals true, definitely. And also one more we're gonna add, and that will be the target arm length. I'm gonna call it a steady, let's say 750.0f. Perfect, that's all done. Now we're gonna set up also the camera. So we set up the camera equals create default sub object of U spring, no, never mind, U camera component with the text, and we're gonna call it the camera, and there we have it. And now we're also gonna set up an attachment for the camera, obviously, and that will be the camera boom. Boom, that is all done. Okay guys, this is all done. Now we go back under here to the setup player input component at the void, add a few new lines, and type player input component dot, and never mind, in brackets, no, bind access, yes, perfect, player input component dot bind access. And now we're gonna add some things. These will be the ones we created as epic access mappings in the editor. So move x and then comma this, and now we're gonna need to give it the function. We called it a class move x, perfect. So this will call this, and make sure to end it. And now we're just gonna copy and paste these 4. Bind axis, this one will be move y, this one will be mouse x, and another one will be mouse y. They also can see it already. And now we just need to give it the function still, mouse move mouse x, perfect. And there we have mouse y. All done, all set. Now we're just gonna add one more bind action, and that will be player input component dot bind action, not access this time. And this will be the jump we created. It can already recognize it, comma IE pressed. There we have it, comma this, comma, and then we set up the and a class underscore player class underscore player, and then we're gonna make a built-in function. It is called jump. There you have it. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this really quick and set up the IE released in here, and it will be stop jumping, obviously, stop jumping, and that is not good. Perfect, that is all set. Now we just need to give these some extra information, these functions. So go to the move x, and we're gonna call an f factor forward direction equals get vector forward, get vector, perfect. And now add movement input, the forward direction, comma, the value we defined in here in the void load value, perfect. Okay, now we're just gonna copy and paste this for the move y, but we're gonna change a few things. This won't be the forward direction, this will be the right direction. And you're gonna see why, because get actor right vector. Perfect. And also change this to get forward direction to the right direction. All done. Now we're gonna add one more thing for these mouse and these mouse Y. Set controller. Here we're gonna add a controller input, add pitch, add controller pitch input, but for this one it will be add controller yaw input, because it's the mouse, we want to move it, it's the X, so we want to move it in the yaw. And also of type value, and that's all it, to be honest. And so for the mouse Y, we want it to move in the pitch, add controller pitch input, and also of a value. There you go. That's all it. Now we're just gonna play on start. And yeah, oh yeah, first make sure to reopen the editor. Close this and just reopen the editor. That's all it. Because otherwise it's gonna fail, like just happened, because I didn't close the editor yet. Okay guys, we are in the editor right now. Go to your map and also go to your C++ classes, and here you can right click on your class we created, create blueprint class based on the class underscore player. Call it whatever you like. I'll call it BP underscore player because I like that. Pretty self-explanatory, and yeah, just put it in here. There we have it. We have the BP underscore player, and if you can see, the camera is working. We have a camera boom, and there behind we have the camera attached to it. And also we have nothing in the event graph. We don't need anything. And now we're just gonna make sure to, yeah, I don't think I have a simple, oh, we have here a simple skeletal mesh. I'm just gonna rotate it really quick. The rotation on -90, I think. Yes, perfect. And set it here, perfect. And now if I press play, everything should be working fine. Never mind, because we still need to set up some things in the world settings. I'm gonna create a simple game mode for short time, GM underscore player, and set up that in the world settings, and also set up the player as the default pawn. And now if I press play, everything should be working perfectly and we can jump. Okay, this was the end of the tutorial. If you like it, leave and subscribe, and also comment if you want more tutorials in C++ or Blueprint or anything else if you have questions. I would like to make them. See ya.